And here is the latest on what is now Hurricane Iota Category 1 on the Saffir-Simpson Hurricane Wind Scale as of 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this November 15th, 2020. It was located at 13.1 degrees north and 78.8 degrees west. As of 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the winds were 90 miles per hour or 150 kilometers per hour, and the pressure was 978 millibars or 28.88 inches in mercury. The movement was west at 9 miles per hour or 15 kilometers per hour, and the CDPS scale was Stage 8. For Honduras and Nicaragua, the Stage 8 means that catastrophic damage will occur. This is not anything to take lightly, especially after having to deal with Hurricane Iota just a few weeks ago. This is a very dangerous situation, and you should rush your preparations to completion as tropical storm force winds will arrive shortly within the next couple of days. The wind speed of major are expected just over major actually, and the rainfall potential nearly extreme impacts are expected. A storm size of significant is expected, and an overall threat to land is major to nearly extreme threat to land. Absolutely nothing to take lightly here. Here's the latest as of 1 p.m. Again, 90 miles per hour winds and 978 millibars, making it a Category 1 hurricane. The latest wind field shows that it is a fairly small system. It's small and compact, which means that it can continue to rapidly intensify until landfall. And the distance in miles and watches and warnings from Freshwater Bay, 176 miles, San Andreas, 200 miles, Puerto Cabezas is 360 miles, Carawalla is 322 miles, and Bruce Laguna is 427 miles. And current watches and warnings, there's a multitude of hurricane warnings, hurricane watches for San Andreas, and a tropical storm warning as well for quite a few areas. And again, maximum sustained winds were at 90 miles per hour as of 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Here is how we get that information. The NHC and TAFB and Force 13 are going with 90 miles per hour, which is on the upper end of what the current estimates are. ADT has it behind at 80 miles per hour, SAB has it at 75 miles per hour, and Recon, which just got into the storm, has so far found only 75 miles per hour winds, but again, they just got into the storm and they are currently sampling it right now, and that value will likely go up later. The latest forecast cone is expected to continue westward and then impact Nicaragua and Honduras starting tomorrow night, and it will continue for a couple days, even as a depression as it goes into Honduras and then El Salvador eventually in the next 4 days, 7 a.m. Thursday. And the latest rainfall forecast courtesy of the HWRF model. Quite a bit of rain is expected for Honduras and Nicaragua. Some areas having, over 24 inches of rain. A couple areas having 32 inches, it looks like, on this graphic. And the latest sea surface temperatures as of 18 UTC. 29 degrees Celsius is where it's currently located at. That is very warm waters, and it will continue to be in these bath waters as it progresses its way to Honduras or Nicaragua. And here is the chance of tropical storm force winds. 90 to 100% chances are getting to the Nicaragua-Honduras border area, with lower chances surrounding it, going as far north as Belize and as far south as Costa Rica. And here's your chance of hurricane force winds. Pretty high chance, 60 to 70 at the very coast of Nicaragua, and further inland you're having areas of 50 to 60 in the golden colors, and then 30 to 40 in the yellow colors, and higher than 5% and extending into inland Honduras. And then in coastal El Salvador, there's also a very small chance that it could keep or regain its hurricane strength if it were to enter the Pacific. Here's the current intensity guidance. Not looking too good right now, unfortunately. It looks like that it will make major hurricane status, possibly even Category 4 status, which is currently forecasted by the National Hurricane Center in 2 days by the time it makes landfall. It looks like it will be an intensifying storm up to the point of landfall, not only because of sea surface temperatures, but really low shear, unfortunately. Just doesn't look good for Honduras and Nicaragua, and the storm does have the environment, and it already has been rapidly intensifying, unfortunately. Track forecast: sea surface temperatures and mid-level relative humidity. Sea surface temperatures again will cool only slightly. Mid-level relative humidities will stay over 60%, which is sufficient enough to keep a storm going, and the track forecast is pretty good in agreement right now. Again, here's a satellite image. Looks like an eye might be forming. It is a pretty large system in terms of rain, but the winds are fairly compact to the central dense overcast near the center. Thank you for watching Force 13, and we will have more updates in the future.